to the Plan Podcast. Michigan's elite political podcast is about to begin, live from the birthplace of the Republican Party. Let's gather under the oaks like our forefathers did. Now more than ever, it's time to stick to the plan.
It's another Monday, guys. Welcome to Stick to the Plan Podcast, live from the Jackson County Fair. I'm Kevin. I'm here with Russ.
Kevin, how you doing? I have no volume in
Yeah,
my,
no,
in
there's
my
a-
headphones.
Let's try
There
that.
we go.
There we go. That's better.
Listen to that beautiful voice.
Yeah, we got to get it up there.
You know what? We're listening to our cool intro music. Yes, we are live from the birthplace of the Republican Party, Jackson, Michigan. But we are live from the Jackson County Fair.
Yeah, it's a fun event every year, except that it's super stressful for me.
It is because you have to set up the equipment here, and we are running late. We apologize. This will be a short stream. We'll do about maybe an hour. I have a hard 4:15 out, but we're fine. We're fine. The name of the show is The Plan, and we have no plan.
Yeah, well, that's what I mentioned before the show, is that it's easy to stick to the plan because we never really have a plan.
No, we really don't.
It's kind of a thing.
I am one of those people. I never come prepared. I wing it every day, all the time.
Yep. Amen.
I go to meetings unprepared.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thankfully for our secretary of the Jackson GOP, Vanessa, and Karen, our treasurer, she keeps me in line in case I screw up, because I screw up a lot.
Oh, delegation. That's important.
No, I got a good crew around me. But yes, we are live from the Jackson County Fair. The Jackson GOP has as we do every year, we have for decades, a fair booth at the Jackson County Fair. Normally, we're in the old building up along Ganson, but they moved all vendors to the beautiful American One Event Center.
It is a beautiful building, except did they
Somewhat.
just not plan on doing anything in here?
You know what?
It's like it's almost unfinished.
To tell you the truth, it's a cool building from the outside, but inside, when you get into the hall part, it's not that nice.
Yeah, well, the actual, like the front part, like I guess the foyer.
The foyer is cool.
Is nice. But then you get in here and you're like, okay, this is.
It's like a lodge out front.
Yeah.
And I wished it was a bit bigger, because then maybe we could have state conventions here. It's a little bit too small for that.
Yeah, I wonder what the capacity is here. Not very big.
It's not too bad, but it wouldn't. You couldn't put a few thousand people. That's
Obviously no. 300 probably.
There's not many in here today, and it's a little warm.
Yeah, it's a little toasty in here.
They got the doors open, no air conditioning.
Out in the front, it's cool.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. Save county money.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, we are in the American One Event Center at the Jackson County Fair. We're happy to be here. We are offering all kinds of goodies. This year, we can't lure people to our booth with Trump signs.
No.
Last year, we gave 2,000 Trump signs away at our fair.
Yeah, they're fighting over them.
It was amazing.
We're fighting about them.
Luckily, we had direct access to as many Trump signs as we needed.
Yeah, you were stressing before. You're like, I don't think we're going to have them. And then all of a sudden you had all of them you needed.
That Trump Force 47 guy, Scott McGraw, he became kind of a dick.
Yeah,
He was holding them back, but we had a key to the room.
Oopsies.
He ended up caving, and we got what we needed. But 2,000 went out in the ground right here at the Jackson County Fair. I think Monroe did the same thing. We had a little competition. Last week was the Monroe County Fair.
Yeah.
And they did theirs a week before ours last. It's the way it goes every year.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, that's a lot of yard sign. But this year, we are okay. Apparently, the state of Michigan replaces the American flag and the state of Michigan flag every day.
Well, it makes sense, because you're not supposed to fly any kind of tattered flag, right?
I know, but they don't tatter in a day.
Wonder what the budget on that is.
That's my point.
Because they're nice flags.
Listen, they might spend $300K a year on that.
I mean,
Okay. in
Maybe.
defense of the state of Michigan. If you go on the state of Michigan website, they're trying to sell these flags. $45 for the state of Michigan flag and $30 for the American flag. But
45 for this.
yeah, it's opposite because it's easier to get an American flag, I think. I don't know why. I don't know.
I mean, if you're in a different state, that would make sense.
Okay, so I happened to be in a conversation with State Representative Kathy Schmaltz.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea how we got there, and I talked about, I got to get to Menards and buy a new flag for my pontoon. And she says, Ross, I can get you all the flags you want.
All the flags you want.
You can? I have a flag person?
Hey, I mean.
And she tells me the scenario, but she said, all right, at first she said, what do you need? And I said, get me 2 sets. I forgot who I was going to give a set to. Whoever it is, they're screwed. I put a set on my pontoon. She did mention that they cost money, but she's going to cover it because Kathy's cool like that. It wasn't until later I found out online the cost, but it sounds like no one's buying them.
Yeah, I wonder if she has a key to the room.
She told me they're stacking up.
Yeah, she has a key to the room.
So when she gave me the flags the other day, she says, let me know if you need more. Well, everybody wants them.
Yeah.
But we decided, hey, whoever I promised that set of flags for, sorry, I'll try to hook you up. I forgot who it was.
You obviously weren't that important.
We decided to give a set away at the Jackson County Fair.
Oh.
So you fill out a little form.
Yeah.
Name, address, phone number, email.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the week, we will somebody win those flags. They're nice flags, made in America, nice flags. I bought a lot of flags over my day, and these are on the nice category. So that's our hook. Why to stop? Because I don't have Trump signs. Okay, we have some, but you can't have them. And but we're also offering Axe My Tax petitions.
Well, not currently.
They're on their way. We're offering Axe My Tax petitions. We're on their way are the Only Citizens Votes petitions. That's just a new one. They'll be here later today.
Okay.
We have information why you should decline to sign the ranked choice voting petition that the communists are passing out. Literature on that, decline to sign, ranked choice voting bad. And then we also have information on the Jackson GOP, Juneteenth and why it exists, and Under the Oak stuff. And then we have some candidates. So I reached out to all candidates for governor. Mike Rogers. Mike Rogers gives me a pile of T-shirts. We gave them all away already.
I have one.
Yeah, and he's supposed to bring more.
Oh.
I don't know when. Free Mike Rogers shirts. Here you go. And then we have citizens. All right, we have petitions for candidate for governor Tom Leonard and petitions for candidate Eric Nesbitt.
Okay.
I reached out to the other candidates. Hey, get your petitions down here in person. They never sent no literature, no petitions. So the other 3 or 4 candidates, we got nothing on them.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's their bad.
I tried. They can still drop them off if they want. And then the Mike Rogers people were like, Russ, we don't have any palm cards yet, but we have plenty of T-shirts.
It's weird. You just mentioned that last week too.
Usually it's the palm cards. Then
it's like, who doesn't have palm cards?
Yeah,
they're cheap.
People take a
free
T-shirt.
But ironically, I had ordered cards and stickers for the show for today 2 weeks ago, and they're delayed. So maybe there's a printing issue.
There could be a printing issue.
There's something to do with printing because I'm waiting.
You'd think Mike Rogers would have leftover palm cards from the last campaign. Maybe they gave them all out. They did tell me they're using the old yard signs, but why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's the same thing. Same name, right? Did you change your name?
Would you change it up? No.
Yeah, no. Fuck no.
I use my yard signs over and over.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I have 80 of them in my attic.
Do you have 80 now?
Yeah, 70, 80, whatever it is.
You're slowly gaining. So we were ordering like 5 at a time for a minute.
No, that was the first campaign.
Oh.
I had a donor, your boss.
Oh, yeah.
That bought most of my yard signs.
He does that.
That's how I won.
He does things like that.
When you buy 10 at a time and you're running for county commission and you have a total of 20, guess what? You're going to lose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially against who you ran against.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
and I'm all right with that loss.
Yeah.
He's a good county commissioner. He can have
absolutely.
He can have the gig.
Yeah, he don't want it. By the way, we are not on Facebook today. Facebook being goofy, but we are on YouTube and Rumble.
And I'll share it.
It'll be reshared
after the stream.
And our background is all of the volunteers.
How's that looking, Kevin? This
monitor here. Take a look.
That's our volunteers and people.
Yeah, volunteers and people. And so yeah, we did no green screen today. So
you were like, what background we're going to use? I said we're going to use this as a background. Did we kick something?
No, I also didn't come in time, so I'll figure it out.
And the guy that has 5 spots and he's selling knives. He has a bunch of knives for sale, and he's a Trump supporter.
You think he's eating crackers?
There's people over there buying stuff. He's got also loud noisemaker guns for $20 that the kids buy. And he's got rings. One of them fair people.
Yeah, Carney. That happens.
Kevin, you and I spent a summer at Carney.
We made a lot of money.
We did pretty good selling the Dish Network and DirecTV back when people wanted that shit.
For a subcontractor, and then the actual corporate was across the street or across the way from us, and there was nobody there. There were people standing in line for our
Tecumseh, wasn't it?
Clinton? Maybe Clinton.
That was a good
down
one.
That area.
The local Dish Network dealer just stood there. We had them lined up to buy satellite dishes.
Yeah, here, fill this out. We'll be right with you. And the other people just picking their nose.
We killed it that day.
Yeah, we made a lot of money that night.
Another good one was a one-day event in Albion.
I didn't go to that one. That was just you and Sarah.
It's called the Festival of the Forks.
Yeah,
where 2 rivers come together.
I knew it had something to do with rivers.
That festival ain't messing around. No. But then we had somewhere we ate crackers.
Mm-hmm. You didn't go to the Tractor Festival with us.
I did.
Did you? Were you at the
Tractor Only one that bought a dish satellite office was the Tractor
on
organizer.
The way out.
It's the only one all weekend.
Yeah, and it didn't install.
And it was like clear over in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, it was a weird place. It was like steam tractors.
The problem with that, I remember the first couple of weekends, you're kind of excited. You're going to a different fair or carnival or wherever the hell you're going. We've been to bull rides and tractor pulls.
Oh, yeah.
We did all that.
We went the Palace. We were at the bull.
Yeah, at the bull ride thing. I don't remember what we sold there.
It was satellite. We were selling dish and
I know,
direct.
but I don't know how well we sold.
No, we didn't. We didn't do well.
Wasted our time at that one. Bull riders don't buy direct dish, director dish. That was an experience, but about the 3rd, 4th weekend, you get real tired of carnivals.
Yeah, you know, fish fries are delicious.
And elephant ears.
But, in moderation.
Yeah. It was a long summer, but we made money that summer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a good summer, though. I mean, there's something to it. People do it, so it must be profitable in some way.
So anymore, you can't sell Dish Network and direct. I don't think no one buys it.
Well, the reason we had to stop doing it is because we sold ourselves out of the market. Everybody was on a 2-year contract.
True. And we were aggressive.
Yeah, we were. I wonder if that TV ever got
No. Don't tell people that. We might get sued.
I didn't. That's not my fault. That's he's dead, so I'm not worried about it.
But we do need to get Tom Leonard and Eric Nesbitt on the ballot, and we do have those petitions available. Axe My Tax. You can sign that at the Jackson GOP Fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on in. It's pretty easy booth to find. Come in and just keep going to the back.
It's an expensive booth.
I bet.
We get 2 spots.
Is this 2 spots?
This is 2. But
okay, I see.
You know what? For years, the fair screwed us, and you get 4 free passes per spot. And Jimmy's like, we've got 2 spots. We should get 8 passes. And they said no. This year, Jimmy got the 8 passes.
Ayo. Yeah. I'm glad I gave you that one. You reminded me to give you that one back because I was like, I'm sure he needs this.
Yeah. Chris called me this morning and had a pass. He had to get to me. I said, drop it off to the studio.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Just stick to the plan. Podcast studio.
Yeah. Also, for anyone watching, we're rocking on public Wi-Fi. So I was watching the stream. It looks like it's going okay, but if it's not, write a letter to the American One Event Center and tell them to get better Wi-Fi.
Last year we had no Wi-Fi. We had to record it.
So yeah, we'll take the good with the.
We were in the old shitty building. This is a newer building.
Yeah, and I mean the connection's good, but I don't know what their speeds are.
Yeah, you're used to direct connect.
Yeah, no problems
in the studio.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what's going on in Jackson? Anything crazy other than the fair?
Kevin, remember when I was in the bar business?
Uh-huh.
Nobody does nothing in Jackson during fair week but go to the fair.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to this week at work.
When I was in the bar restaurant business, you might as well shut it down for the week.
Yeah. Well, there was that one Metal Monday we did well
That's right.
because they had metal playing. I don't remember who was playing.
They had
Was it
Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, that me and Bruce went to that concert, and then
and I had the sign guy down here when everybody got out.
Yeah, that was a good
Metal
Monday. That was a good Monday.
We did have a good Monday night.
Yep.
But the fair's tough on Jackson. I think a couple of things that happened in Jackson. We're not a wealthy community.
Right.
Between back to school clothes and the fair, people are limited in their money.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They don't go to dinner as much. They don't go out partying until they get through this.
Yeah, it's usually mid to late August.
Yeah.
We'll start doing all right.
When we were in the bar business, you didn't feel it until late September, other than you get your pool leagues back.
Yeah, that's a big one. Now what's weird is this last weekend, probably one of the busiest weekends I had at work.
Oh,
in months
leading into it.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens this week.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
it is a Jackson thing.
Yeah.
The fair's a big deal. I think the fair, boy, we've been through some changes at Jackson County Fair. We used to bring in big acts like Five Finger Death Punch and Country West,
Alice Cooper,
country stars,
Brooks and Dunn. I'm trying to think ones
R&B artists.
Yeah, Destiny's Child was here one year.
But what happens is if you bought a ticket to any of the, I don't care where you are, you can't afford those tickets no more.
Yeah. Well, do you know that if you bought a ticket to like a grandstand event, you still had to pay admission to the fair?
I know. Here's what happened, though, a few years ago. The fair kept trying to put those big acts in here, and they took a hit.
Yeah.
They weren't covering the spread.
Yeah.
And so they said, guess what? We're tapping out.
Well, big bands, like even like Five Finger Death Punch, they cost at least, I'm sure, $250,000 to get them.
I heard it's a crazy
or more.
And so you have to charge ticket price and at outpriced what people in Jackson can afford.
I agree.
So they do, like, I think last night was a rodeo. And there's
they're inexpensive to get, about $1,200.
Yeah, I know.
I asked the guys when I was with them the one
time. But I think there's live acts in the midway, and right outside the door there's a live act.
When I was coming up, there's some dude doing Elvis.
Yeah, they stepped up the freebie stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I will say everybody loves fair food, right? But the Jackson Coney Island, by the way, that guy annoys me. Ever see him on social media? He needs to stop. He owns the Parlor and the Jackson Coney Island. And they've created a whole Coney district here in Jackson.
Yeah.
Ted Krestoff bought Virginia Coney Island. And Ted does good on his social media. You know, he promotes his dogs.
Yes.
The Jackson Coney Island guy, I don't know what he's talking about. And I made a comment to Sarah. I was like, you know what? This guy annoys me. I am not ever going to eat at the Parlor or the Jackson Coney Island.
Well, the problem with Jackson Coney Island, we went there a few months ago, and it's not as good.
So
I'll say it. Not as good.
I'm going to eat my words. So in his annoying video, he announced that he rented the space in the Gumpert building behind us, where the arts and crafts displays are.
Okay.
He rented this kitchen space, and the Jackson Coney Island is there serving regular restaurant price food. So I ate breakfast at the Jackson Coney Island. When I got here today, I went over and bought an omelet.
I was wondering the other day, because until recently, even Virginia has a sign out front that says now open for breakfast. Like, both the Coneys were closed for breakfast for a while.
I forgot you live in the Coney district.
Yeah, I live in their attic. I live in the Coney attic. But yeah, it's like, why? But no breakfast at the Coney Island? That doesn't make any sense.
I think they both do now. I think Virginia,
I think they both stepped up.
Virginia just announced to,
Virginia put the sign out front that says like open for at 8:30 for breakfast.
Yeah, not way early, but open for breakfast. Now, Kevin, you've been in the service industry for a very long time. It's hard to get staff.
Oh yeah. Actually, this is how bad it is to get staff right now. 2 nights in a row, Thursday and Friday. I went to Denny's after work for breakfast, 3 a.m. like you do.
Like people do.
And they were only doing DoorDash orders because they didn't have any staff.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. 2 nights in a row. And then the third night.
You had to order the DoorDash from your car?
No, we went.
Did you DoorDash it right there in the
I thought
the
about
dining
it.
room?
I thought about it. But actually, we went to Burger King.
At 3 in the morning.
It don't matter.
A Whopper.
Yeah.
Original fish.
But then we went Saturday, and all they had was the value menu or the express menu. So because they only had one cook.
So I was talking to Randy LeMasters a few years ago about the chase and, staffing issues, and he wasn't in too bad a shape. You got to pay your cooks $20+ an hour.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to keep them.
Yeah, no, you're going to have shit cooks. And the thing is they don't. At least when I was there, they didn't.
But you think about it, now your wait staff, they can make it in the tips, but the poor cook back there, you can't pay him $12 an hour, think he's going to stay.
No. And if they do stay, they're crap. They're garbage.
Yeah, you don't want them to stay there.
Yeah, you don't want to stay.
Yeah. But anyways, that's probably the hurdle with the Conies. And then this Coney guy, Jackson Coney Parlor, he bought the iconic Parlor.
Did you get rid of the frozen dogs in the freezer?
Yeah, he got rid of the frozen dogs.
Okay, just making sure.
He proclaimed that those frozen dogs were not his.
Well, I guess the owner before them had some wonky tendencies.
Something was wrong.
Yeah.
And he inherited the frozen dogs.
Yeah. They didn't know it was in there until they're like, what is this? And they opened it up. They're like, okay, that's weird.
Frozen dogs with a side of ice cream.
Yummy. That's why you never make it through the Dare to Be Great. You hit that dog flavor.
You know what? I never tried, but I'd mess that Dare to Be Great up.
I always thought I could
do it.
I don't think I'd make it.
The brain freeze might get to me, though.
See, no, I mean, I know after I eat like a bowl of ice cream and I'm like, oh, I want some more, and I eat like another half bowl of ice cream, my stomach hurts. So I don't know if I could eat 32 scoops or whatever it is.
I could do it.
Okay.
I'm not suggesting that. Well, I never have.
And I'm betting your endocrinologist is also suggesting that you don't.
Big Russ don't eat like that no more.
I love ice cream.
I did eat an omelet, though, this morning. It was a good omelet from the Jackson Coney Island right here at the Jackson County Fair.
Hey, that's about as Jackson as it gets.
I'm going to go buy some tacos off the taco lady, Maria.
The taco lady here?
Sunny, yeah. Well, she usually is. I didn't see her out there yet.
I was thinking
Sunnyside Cafe taco truck.
I was going to have fair lunch, so but it's hard to pass up those tacos.
She does good. She has a huge Mexican menu. In the years I've been stopping there, I've never tried anything else because I can't get past the tacos.
They're so good.
She just sell tacos.
Yeah. She'd probably make a lot more money because you wouldn't have to keep all that crap. Well, Mexican food's easy because it's all the same. It's all the same ingredients.
It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, one of the comedians just said that. Had a version. Hey, what's in the nachos? Blah, blah, blah. What's in the taco? Blah, blah, blah. What's in the burrito? Blah, blah. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Just in different tortilla.
Yeah, different forms.
Different forms. I love Mexican food.
It's like it came to the understanding that guacamole is just Mexican ranch.
Yeah, I like the guac.
I like guac. But it's like you put guac on everything at Mexican food.
You know what I don't?
Like ranch.
You know what I don't put on my Mexican anymore?
What's that?
Sour cream.
I
skip the sour cream.
I do love me some sour cream.
Go with more guac.
See, I don't usually eat guac on my tacos and my burritos.
And I like pico over salsa.
I always do pico.
Yeah, with a little bit. I'm not a hot guy, but I don't mind that jalapeno in there.
Usually on Mondays after the show, I go to Las Tres burrito bar or whatever it is.
Tried that one.
It's good.
You keep saying that.
And on Mondays they have the burritos that are like $8.95 or something. But I always get pico, but I have Taco Bell mild sauce. Like you can buy it in a container at home, and then I just add that salsa as I want. Like, but pico, yep.
We buy
cilantro I've learned is an important ingredient in Mexican.
Sarah loves her cilantro. I can skip it.
I love cilantro.
We buy pico at Los Tres Amigos and put it in our black beans.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's really yummy. You're making me hungry.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely eating right after this. So,
by the way, our my tax people were here.
Yeah,
and I introduced myself. They were nice folks.
Yeah,
but they got disappointed because the foot traffic wasn't what they thought. It was 10 in the morning, and they left.
On a Monday, people go to work.
They left because it wasn't busy enough. And I'm like, okay, cool. And you know what? They didn't leave any petitions.
Huh.
They took the petitions with them. I didn't throw them away, Kevin. I promise. They took them. So I texted the guy.
I promise. I
texted like the head guy, and he's bringing more. So, but yeah. Yep. We're at the Axe My Tax table.
Are we? This is the Axe My Tax table, huh?
They left, so we did the podcast from it.
Hey, whatever works.
We were going to anyways.
Yeah, this is the best place. I was looking when I came in. I was like,
And if you look back there, that's Jackie and Karen.
Yep, and there's Chris back there.
And Chris, we could pop Chris on here in a minute. Chris is going to pop onto this third microphone in a minute. But I was thinking of something.
Oh, the fair.
We've got some recent murders in Jackson that's concerning me.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, the prosecutor was just here. She spent an hour with me. Kelsey Guernsey.
Yeah, you like Kelsey.
Yeah, she's cool. And yeah, she's not in the investigation of who murdered the recent murder.
It's a concern.
But she was kind of cagey about it. But I asked her how many unsolved murders there are in Jackson.
Uh-huh.
She goes, way too many. She wouldn't give me a number.
I heard 18. I don't remember where I heard that from.
Well, I'd like to know how many in the last 2 years.
Oh.
5, 6,
I don't know exactly.
So, horrible news.
I know 4.
Horrible news. Last Sunday, I believe, Jackson PD was dispatched to Carl Breeding Drive, used to be Milwaukee. I forget the cross street, for shots fired.
Yeah.
When they arrived, they found a 18-year-old girl who, in her car, shot in the neck, dead. She died.
Yeah, dead.
The poor girl had just come out of church. Her grandmother seen it happen.
I see. I hadn't heard that end of it yet, but
yeah.
I believe it.
And guess what? It's the mayor's niece.
Yeah, I knew that.
Like his favorite. And by the way, her name's Mia or Maya.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Pretty, beautiful girl.
18-year-old. I guess she had a whole lot going on. We do not know if it was targeted or if it was, how these assholes just shoot.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it works.
I have a feeling
innocent bystanders a lot of times tend to stray.
I think she might have been an innocent bystander. Who knows?
Yeah.
No one knows. No one's saying
all speculation.
Anything. I'm sure the police chief is working overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Last week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
But they haven't announced that they have a suspect.
No, well, it's just like the 2 murders in my parking lot.
I know.
I mean, luckily I didn't live there then, but there's no. I haven't heard of it.
So I got a message the evening after that happened. I was already like, oh, that's not good. I get a message that it's the mayor's daughter. I almost fell out of my chair. I've known the new mayor for many, many years.
Yeah.
He's on the opposite side of the aisle of me, but I certainly didn't want his daughter to die.
No.
But I also don't want his niece to die. I don't want really anybody to die.
Yeah. Right.
But then I found out it was his niece. Still unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Unreal. Now, when you walk, there's very few places, Kevin, you and I, born and raised here. There's a couple places I'm not going to roam around at 11, midnight, 1 in the morning.
Right.
There's not that. Most of Jackson, you can walk. You feel safe.
You'd be all right.
But maybe that's a false sense of security because, well, the youth are killing one another.
Yeah, that's the problem. And it's senseless gang violence. I know we hear that all the time, but it really is. It's a lot of times, from what I've gathered, is people from out of town.
I've heard that, but I
haven't.
Partially, I bet that's the case.
Yeah, well, of course you're going to say that though too. That's
City Hall. I'll leave it at City Hall. Has said in the past, we have no gang problem in Jackson.
I've said I heard that a million times.
John Wilson loses his mind over that.
Yeah,
and I don't blame
like
him.
That.
And will, because we do.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a loose gang or a loose organized gang or big. It's still gang related.
Yeah.
And I think we need a gang task force. Some time ago, the city of Jackson spent money on putting social workers in cop cars. Not all of them, but
that's been a national thing recently. Very recently.
I think we need cops that put foots on necks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stop. I'm just to say I'm a proponent of stop and frisk.
What was the mayor of New York that did that for a while?
Giuliani.
And he cleaned up the city.
Yeah, he's like a hero.
You almost have to borderline violate. Come on, you see, those kids are assholes. We better go over there and check them out.
Yeah, and is it profiling? Yes. Is it wrong? No. We all profile.
That's the only way to get a handle on it. I know if you come outside the city, you do that in Blackman Leone, FAFO.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're not just pulling random people over and frisking.
No.
But they deal with law enforcement differently than they do in the city.
Roy Rat says it's called the Critical Incident Team in Reno. He was an instructor for the program and instructor and program manager for, I'm assuming, gang task force.
So this social work thing, there isn't one in every car. There's like a couple shifts a week.
Right.
And maybe they can de-escalate a situation, but I think that's
the national attention comes to police officers are not trained to handle mental health issues very
that's
well.
a problem.
And I think that's maybe that if we train our officers to do that, then
I jumped on the Tom Leonard for governor bandwagon mostly because he wants to get his arms around property taxes.
right.
And he has a plan for that. And that's not why I bring it up. But another thing that I was in a meeting with him that he brought up, being a former assistant attorney general and working in this field for a long time, is it's been a 30-year run where there's no place for our mental health people. They're in our prisons or on our streets.
Right.
And I don't have the answer.
There really isn't one. I mean,
corrections isn't set up to treat these people.
No one except for social workers are, and there are not enough social workers. It's that I don't know. That's just such a weird situation overall. I don't know how I feel about it because that's how a social worker gets killed too.
Yeah, that social worker in that car isn't armed.
Yeah, that's not a cop.
And they're usually not concealed weapon people either.
Yeah, I think that the answer to the question is that you have to train police officers to handle mental health better.
So maybe the supervisors on shift or a particular officer at least has to have extensive or more.
I think every cop should have.
They do a little bit anyhow,
but then it needs to be a further training on it. I mean, more rudimentary.
Let me tell you, probably the day in life of a cop, you learn how to deal with mental health in a hurry.
Yeah, well, either that or you put your foot on people's necks.
I know, and then get arrested.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I can't breathe, and then they die, and then
blah blah blah.
God.
Yep, monuments and stuff.
No, it's a sad thing. What a beautiful city we have here, beautiful county, and we do have a street gang violence, murder problem going on.
Oh yeah,
murder.
Reuters said that there's a certification class, but no degree is required. Anyone can volunteer.
You should volunteer, Kevin.
No, that sounds stressful.
I want to ride with the cop.
I better have a gun
and deal with crazy people.
Better give me a gun.
That would be intimidating, and it wouldn't be a de-escalation process. When I was a corrections officer, and we'll get Chris over here. He was Chris. Get over here, Chris.
Where's he? Oh, he's not even here.
Get over here.
He's not wandering.
I'm a former corrections officer, 10 years, and our chief of staff, Chris Baird, we're going to have him use this microphone. You're going to need a chair.
Well, in his defense, we didn't tell him he needed a chair. He could stand if he wanted to. I mean,
we have barely enough room for a guest.
Yeah, but this is a good time to bring him in because
does everybody remember Kicks?
This guy.
Just me?
He didn't get fired. He got promoted. I don't know. He's got work. He started a different show now.
You remember Kix used to be a host on our show?
Yeah.
But he started his own podcast.
Yeah, well, Kitten Dave on board. He's so busy right now.
I know.
But if you guys haven't been in the studio much.
Yeah, if you want to check us out at Stars, Stripes, and Straight Talk with Chris and Dave, we are very opinionated. We say what we feel, and we stand by it. If you don't like it and you get mad, not my problem.
What I like about your stream is you do several in a row, and they're 30-minute streams.
Right.
So attention span, podcasts are hard for people to listen to, watch. I always tell them when you're getting ready or doing something out on the deck or something, just listen in the distance. I like that 30-minute concept.
Right, exactly. That was kind of our goal. Being that he has like several jobs, starting a mushroom farm and all kinds of things. We felt it was in our best interest to film like 4 or 5 episodes.
I had you on the pontoon Saturday.
And
we talked about Dave's busy schedule and how we fill the void. And I thought, well, maybe I should just jump on when Dave can't be there. But I can't put more on my plate.
I know. I get it.
It gets tough. Now, at least you guys don't worry about guests.
No.
And this stream, we do a lot of guests. Not always.
Right.
Yep. But we go live too, where they pre-record. So that's,
Yeah. We've had a few guests, and it was great.
Yeah, you had Nate Edwards on.
Yeah, Nate was on there a few times.
Nate would be a good fill-in for Dave.
He
but
would.
He's busy too.
Yep, it's that time of year.
Yeah, they got.
It's not even an election year.
I know, which makes it even more difficult.
Which next year is going to be even worse.
I know.
Well, both of them are busy with teenage kids and jobs.
Absolutely.
And trying to pay bills,
right?
Trying to pay their property taxes.
Yeah, right.
So how's things here at the fair for you guys?
I got 3 things written down. We are winging it, but I called you over at this time because we got onto
basically community policing and like mental health with police, but also he was talking about corrections.
Yeah.
So we figured we'd bring you over for that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when I was a 10-year corrections officer, I forgot why I was going to bring that up. It had something to do with mental health.
Don't ask me.
But they started piling in incarcerating mentally health.
Yes.
And we dealt with crazy people
Constantly.
Yeah.
I was.
You had the criminals, and then you had the people doing the Thorazine shuffle.
Yes, I was a correction officer for 12 years, and it was exponentially worse near the end of my career than it was when I started.
So the answer isn't incarceration, that's
No.
for sure. And I don't think we'll have the answer here at this stream. But we were talking about how they do with mental health people, and there's no system. I talked about Tom Leonard. He's got a point where being a former assistant prosecutor, do we need to get our hands around this? And I don't have the answer. Maybe we should have Karen over here. She worked at Lifeways, which is a mental health. But, I think Lifeways is just scratching the surface.
It is. I think you can't automatically go, oh, we're not going to incarcerate. We're just going to medicate. That doesn't work either. It's a fine line. It's a balancing act.
Is it treatable?
It can be.
All right. The reason why I said that is we had Commissioner Ray Snell on last week.
Right.
And I know I'm way off on this. But, okay, we throw more money at schools and get less educated children.
Right.
Are we throwing more money at mental health and not solving the mental health problem?
Absolutely. I think it's all about the push. Everyone has to have a problem.
Yep. Everyone has a diagnosis.
Everyone needs a diagnosis. If you don't have a diagnosis, there's something wrong with you. That's kind of where we are in society right now.
and okay, everybody at this table has dealt with some level of mental health issues. It's depends.
Yeah, we were all married.
right.
3 times here.
Yeah, right. Some of us worse than others.
So what you're saying is yours was cured and you decided to jump back in?
I always say that I'm happily divorced.
Right.
No, I think it's not. It's how it's dealt with. Because Kevin, who suffered from his mental health issues, I'll say that because he's my son.
Yeah.
I've dealt with them differently than you've dealt with them. I mean, I've been through as much trauma as the next guy.
Right.
Chris, you've dealt with it. You've been through trauma.
Yep.
Gosh, you're a veteran.
Yeah.
In seen action.
Yeah.
Plus 12 years in corrections.
Right.
I'm surprised you can even
function
tolerate talking to normal people.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I have to say, because I'm good buddies with Todd Gilman.
Right.
And Todd has his mental health issues too. But Todd wears his feelings on his sleeve. He's always pissed off.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's really a nice guy, but
absolutely.
He's always pissed.
I think it's a mental thing, though. I think he does it on purpose to keep people out of his bubble.
Well, you're a pretty nice guy, but I'm like, I'm just waiting for Chris to snap.
Yeah, maybe.
Where Todd just is always snapped.
Right.
He's not bottling anything in.
Right. I keep it in. I've learned a lot of edibles and edibles and alcohol when I get home.
And Mrs. Barrett ain't down with that. You ain't bringing that shit here.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, yeah, keep that outside.
Me and my wife had a brief spat this morning, and I don't know. I don't know why. Do you ever remember? Yeah, I don't even know. I wait.
Yeah.
She blamed me as being a whack job.
Well, I mean, you are, but that's my question is, and this is could be controversial, especially at this booth with you guys. The whole idea that Reagan basically made the asylums go away, and you would mention okay, you have your criminals and you have your crazy people. Do you think it would be better if they were separated?
So we used to throw them in insane asylums.
Yeah, but Reagan took those away.
Actually, do I think they'd be better separated? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And from a correction officer perspective, you could have a housing unit. Everything's running smoothly, right? But then you have that one guy who doesn't take his meds, and he starts going ziggity boom, and he gets all the other guys buzzed up for absolutely no reason.
Right. My perspective on that is, bring back the insane asylums. But the problem is they were cramming people in insane asylums that might have been able to be treated in a better situation than the crazy house.
Well, the problem with asylums is that they're just putting them away and just forgetting about them.
Well,
Yeah.
And that's not the
There
way
really
to do
wasn't
it.
much treatment.
I
No.
think it goes right back to diagnosis, though.
Mm.
There are things that people are diagnosed for today that were normal when I was growing up. You get kids on medication in elementary school.
ADHD is over diagnosed.
There's a lot of things that are overdiagnosed.
A lot of little boys are crazy little shits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just crazy little shits.
And that's
all.
what little boys do.
Absolutely.
And you know, I don't know. You put a foot in their ass a little bit, they'll snap out of
You know
it.
what the big one for me is autism. If you look at the autism scale, every single person you've ever met is autistic.
Right. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. They've broadened the scope so much that now everybody qualifies.
And a lot of that is to sell meds.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
pharmaceutical companies for sure.
That's
they're-
exactly what it is.
They're nasty, nasty people.
Mhm.
I just come off a med. I just stopped taking my statins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've cut down my anxiety meds because I've been microdosing mushrooms. It helps. Mushroom, like psilocybin and lion's mane.
By
Yeah,
the way,
great.
our friend Dave
I'm on mushrooms
Jones
right now.
doesn't sell those kind of
No,
mushrooms.
Dave doesn't
I
sell
bet
those.
he sells lion's mane.
He
Oh, I
sells.
think he does actually sell lion's mane, but he's also getting his stuff processed to do the whole mushroom coffee. That's his
I
thing.
have another fellow podcaster who just launched his mushroom testosterone based coffee,
Yeah,
body brain coffee.
Guys, they got that kid over there on a leash.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, that's crazy,
I wish that was acceptable all the time.
right?
Oh, he's a little shit, dude. Yeah,
Look
look at
at-
him. Look at him pulling.
He's hey.
If that was a dog, I would beat it.
I was just gonna say he's pulling like a puppy.
Yeah, no. You got left side, heel up.
Hey, Dad looks big.
That's okay. We can.
It's okay.
The three of us can take him.
He's slow.
Come and got your stick, right?
I got my knife.
We got this door. Push him out.
Yeah, I think he might get one of us, but he won't get all three of us.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
This is what
That
you're-
went up. That went off. Lion's mane actually works. Get
Yeah.
the fresh stuff. It's insane. Yeah, no, lion's mane is great. Good to see you, familiar human. Welcome to the show.
This is what you encounter at the Jackson County Fair.
Yeah,
It is.
Yum.
It's like Walmart.
But better
We
because they have elephant ears.
me and Jimmy experienced Trump derangement syndrome earlier. This
Yeah.
guy had to be 80 if he was a day, pushing a walker, and he comes over, and I come in midway through. Jimmy's already agitated. This guy talking about Trump being a criminal and you guys, and Jimmy's sparring back, and I'm just holding back. And the old boy says, "I hope you die." Jimmy's the wrong person to say that.
Yeah, he's gonna go off.
Jimmy went.
Yeah, Jimmy's gonna lose his mind.
Jimmy said to him, "Motherfucker, don't make me follow you home." And I'm like, hold on, calm down, Jimmy. Calm down, Jimmy.
Jimmy smoke another blunt.
But Jimmy was in his right. The guy, who does that?
Right.
Why wouldn't you pass our booth and just mind your own business? You got to
Yeah, well,
stop
you
and
know,
tell one
you
of our
can't.
members, "Do
Yeah.
you hope you die?"
You can't.
TDS.
You technically can't just walk by when you have TDS. You
Yeah.
have to say something.
Well, and I'm familiar. TDS works both ways.
I
mean,
agree.
because I've seen people do it too on the other side.
I
too.
agree.
Or are people do it to the other side? I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I agree.
I know a few of them.
I agree. Have you guys talked about what we got going on with the party?
A little bit, but guess what? You're going to help me with this because I'd forgotten. I need you to go to jxngop.org and check out our new membership scales
Oh, yeah.
and our newly created 300 Club.
Right. Let me break this down for you quick and simple. For a one-time fee of $300, you get to have breakfast on the third Saturday of every month with this guy, the chairman of the Jackson County
The
Republican Party.
longtime chairman.
He will also be bringing guests along. You could have a sit down and have a breakfast with a county commissioner or someone who knows.
State reps,
You
state
get-
senators, stuff
You
like
get early notification of any VIP situation. We just had Mike Rogers in town. You would get notified of that. You get a 10% discount on all your tickets to that event. And you also get VIP seating at all of our UTOSs, which is our Under the Oak Speaker Series. So that's what you get for $300. Now, if you're a person like me who
Have
just
Karen
can't drop
answer
$300 on the
that.
spot,
Help Karen to answer that.
you have 3 different tiers you can get into. We
Mhm.
have the Under the Oaks Society. That's a $35 a month tier. It automatically puts you into the 300 Club. Everything that I just talked about. The difference is you get 25% off any event ticket.
Okay.
Now, I think the biggest bang for your buck is going to be the Patriot Circle.
I know what you do.
It's $50 a month, but you get 50% off all your tickets.
So
Unless you're a big spender and you can drop $100 a month and get
Yeah.
all of your events are free. You just show up with your card and say, "Hey, I'm here."
I've been playing with this idea of a 300 club for several months. Many counties do them. Oakland County has a 500
Right.
member club. People in Jackson don't have 500.
No.
And my idea was for you to come, plop down 300. It's simple math, right? Good way to make $3,000, $6,000, you know.
Sure.
300, and we'd meet once a month, whatever. And I'd been, whatever reason, I've been putting it off. And then you call me on the phone on something totally
different.
And we spent an hour, came up with it, and then restructured our other memberships because we were like, okay, if you don't have $300 to plop down, you can go to one of these other memberships,
right?
$35 a month or whatever, and join that way too.
Exactly.
That's how that conversation went. And man, we knocked a lot out that
Absolutely.
day.
And if you're somebody who's sitting there and you're like, you know what, I give to the state party. I already give to the MIGOP. That's awesome, but I don't think you understand that counties are on our own islands.
I'm glad you brought that up.
The state does not disseminate money down to us. So if we want to make any change locally, we have to do our own fundraising.
So especially back during the campaign, I was getting people calling me because their check wasn't cleared that they written to the Michigan GOP.
Right.
Because back then, somebody wasn't cashing the checks.
No.
And I'm like, what's that got to do with me? Well, the 10, 12 phone calls that I fielded were under the impression if they write a check to the RNC or their Michigan GOP, that it trickles down to the counties. It does not.
No.
We are all separate. We are funded on our own through events and donations. And I'm glad you brought that up. It is so important. No one gets paid.
No, nothing. And
I don't get paid. You don't get paid.
Here, let's talk about something else that people probably don't understand. If you wanted to run for the Jackson County School Board or Jackson Public School Board, it's a minimum $5,000 to be competitive.
Unfortunately, you're right.
And so you have these people that want to make a change, and they're like, "We need to change the school board." Well, if you don't have the money to help them out, there's nothing that we can do.
None. These, like myself, as a Leone Township board member, I was in a couple grand.
Right.
Out of pocket. I did have a donor.
Yeah.
But that's out of pocket, guys.
Exactly.
And it'd be nice if, like, the Jackson GOP could come in and say, "Hey, here's $500 towards your campaign."
Right.
On and on. Jackson Public Schools, I was shocked at what the Hastings put into their campaign.
Yes.
And lost.
It's crazy. And if you want to be competitive, that's what we need. So that's why we need people like your listeners to say, "Hey, I want to be a part of the change. I want to change Jackson from being this almost purple county to the red county that it's supposed to be by giving us the money so that we can help get these people elected."
I agree. We struggle with fundraising all day long. I've learned over the last few years that events is not where it's at.
Right.
You used to make money on your Lincoln Day dinner or whatever.
Right.
Catering costs and room costs are way too high.
Absolutely.
Now you can make a few $1,000, but the work that you put into it is over the top.
Yep.
For if you're not clearing 8 or 9, it's barely worth the effort.
Yes, that's true.
So there's got to be a new mechanism to fundraise. I don't know if we have the answer in this,
I'm
but
not sure.
It's a great start. My idea with the 300 Club is we'll meet. I think it's August 23rd or the 21st.
It's the third Saturday.
Third Saturday of every
at
month.
9 a.m. Steve's Ranch.
The first, I think you're responsible for your own breakfast, but I think once a quarter we're going to buy the breakfast.
Right. And you know what's cool? Because we have those tiers and you can get into any level. When you're at that 300 Club breakfast, we can say, "Hey, how many people are Liberty Defenders?" and recognize you. We can do the same at Utah's. You're the little club inside of the club, but you're in the know. You get to ask candidates questions. You get to ask us questions. You get a little bit more for your buck.
Right.
So there used to be a 300 Club here in Jackson, but it was separate. Ray Snell ran it, and he ran it as a PAC, which PACs aren't a bad idea. You spend that money where you want instead of voting with a committee.
True.
Just like Axe My Tax, your committee is for Axe My Tax. The chairman isn't. I'm not getting in the way, not here at the booth or anything. Matter of fact, I brought it up 3 times, haven't I, Kevin?
Yeah, so you said you weren't going to bring it up.
It is a committee. When you run a PAC, you do what you want.
Exactly.
But I'm a true chairman of the Jackson County GOP, and I wanted to make it a fundraising mechanism for the Jackson County GOP.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
That's my goal. And the goal is to elect Republicans.
Yes.
Yep.
I would love to take a couple of city council seats and put a couple of, I know they're nonpartisan, but put a couple of conservatives in there.
Absolutely.
One or two would help. It's a start. We have lost city council. Lost it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And another thing I fear, I was talking to Kelly Sackett and Kalamazoo. We talk often, and she watched her county county commission go from red to blue.
Yeah.
In a 9-year span. And what it is like, okay, our Jackson County Commission, we have 9, 7 of them are Republicans, 2 are Democrats, but there's 1 seat that's vulnerable. Next thing, there's 3. Next thing, there's 4.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, they've got the majority.
Right.
And that's how you lose it. We're fortunate to be a red county commission, but we're basically on the edge of losing that at any time.
Right.
And what our job is as members of the Jackson GOP is to help fight that with Republicans, and
Right.
we can't do it with magic beans.
Absolutely.
No.
And let's be honest, it's our heritage. The Republican Party started here, but for some reason we can't figure out how to come together enough to win.
I agree. What a challenge. It's funny. You look at our members, and we're all Trump lovers. We're friends,
Right.
and things can be run smoothly. And next thing you know, they're going wonky on the dumbest thing.
Right.
When at the end of the day, we really want Republicans elected, and we love Trump. And here's the difference with me and a lot, and I get it. They want a better Republican.
Sure.
In their mind, they're what would you call it? Their purity test of a better Republican.
Sure,
And I
sure.
get it. There's a couple county commissioners that aren't the same type of Republican that I am. But I will say one thing. I just occurred to me, and people hate this. Some people hate this. When we were under COVID rules, our Jackson County commissioners put no resources to enforce any of them.
Right.
Our sheriff was
Right.
there. Our county commission was there. So push comes to shove, they do protect your freedoms.
Absolutely. I remember I was down south. I was in North Carolina, and it was when the COVID stuff was just getting ready to kick off. And I was with my brother-in-law, and I saw an article. I believe it was an article where we said, no, we weren't going to force people to have vaccines to work.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that to him, and he was like, oh my gosh, how can your county do that? And I'm like, it's simple.
Yeah.
They stand up for us. Bottom line.
A lot of
We
counties
don't
did
play that garbage.
that. The entire state of Florida did that.
Exactly.
And if Michigan would have been red instead of blue at that time, we wouldn't have been. We had COVID rules. We're one of the worst in the country.
It was bad.
And
Oh, it
our
was
city,
terrible.
our city fell for it. But
Yeah.
but the county
The
did not.
county did not.
They did not. They weren't aggressive at
No.
fighting them, but they did not enforce. Matter
Right.
of fact, we had a couple of restaurants that stayed open that never got
That
fined.
never got fined. That's right.
Get this. They fired the health department director
Right.
for being too far of a leftist.
I know.
Fired her.
Fired. Thanks for playing.
Now, the new one they got was better, but was still a little bit,
Yeah.
like they are. But, we got through that pretty well.
Right.
You could congregate, and the sheriff wasn't going to come bust
Right. He wasn't going to knock on your door.
Thanksgiving dinner. If your neighbor ratted you out, they'd be like, yes, so.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Thankfully. My neighbors would not have done that.
Right.
Yeah, see that's like over at Grandma's. We still had our holidays and everything, everybody over, but
And she's a leftist.
yeah. But nobody was turning us in.
She's not a leftist. She's a Democrat. She's old school Democrat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. She's an old school Democrat?
She's
That makes her a Republican now.
She's 92.
Well, the thing is she's she was very Republican when
I'm just
my
saying.
Papa was alive, but now she's very Democrat. That's because Steve's a Democrat.
I was just going to say,
Her new husband.
if you're old school Democrat, you're a Republican. Let's be honest.
Yeah, everything changes every 30, 40 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, I have 10 minutes.
I was going to
Yeah, I'd
say,
say we should wrap it up.
I gotta get outta here.
I'm cool with wrapping it because
Yeah.
I have a heart out too. So
Thanks, Chris.
no
Yeah,
problem. Thanks for
Stars,
having me on.
Stripes, and Straight Talk.
Yeah,
yeah,
Stars,
I'll put it
Stripes,
down
and
in the
Straight Talk.
description.
30-minute
us out on
streams. They're
YouTube.
pretty cool.
Come on down to the fair and sign up
Get
for some
this.
stuff.
You know where you can find that podcast, this podcast, Grassroots Army,
Promethean.
Promethean Action. There's
Yep.
a whole line of them. JacksonGOP.org.
That's right. Scroll down
So
to podcast.
when someone says, how do I find that podcast? It's simple. You go to JacksonGOP.org, scroll down to the bottom, and pick the podcast you want to watch.
Absolutely.
You can even go back in history.
Absolutely.
Back in time.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks for coming out by.
Have a great day.
All right,
We're
brother.
gonna try. Yeah,
Kicks
so,
in the house.
yeah, I'm gonna go grab some tacos. I think
He's
you talked me into tacos.
He's a social media influencer.
I'm not. I don't influence anything.
I know you
I got
ain't that.
45,000 followers, but I don't influence anything.
Talking
okay.
shit.
I have 400 on Rumble. Whatever. Yeah. Anything else for you, Pops?
Yeah, just come on down to the fair. The fair runs through Saturday.
Free parking, by the way.
Yep. Art Main Chevrolet and Experience Jackson paid for the parking.
Uh-huh.
You park at the corner of North and Cooper behind the old prison walls.
Yep. It's actually kind of cool in there.
They shuttle you down to the gate. And if you really need a ride, you can get shuttled anywhere you need to go. Like, I don't know how that works.
I don't know
There's handicap parking off Ganson. And then there's the $5 parking all over the place. The only thing I see this year that's kind of weird, there's only 2 entrances to this thing. 2
Really?
gates. North gate, South gate.
Yeah, well.
So if you're parked on the east side, it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Like if you're parked at Jimmy's.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Jimmy's got parking $5. He used to make a killing on that.
I bet.
They got rid of the big axe, so it doesn't exist no more.
Yeah.
But anyways, JacksonGOP.org. We have no executive committee meeting or Under the Oak Speaker Series in the month of August because of the fair. Frankly, we like to take the time off. But our first 300 Club breakfast will be the 3rd Saturday of the month. I don't have my calendar open. It's either August 21st or 23rd. I forget.
Yeah.
9 o'clock at Steve's Ranch, downtown Jackson. Come. If you got $300, great. Plop it down. You're in. Okay. If you want to just sign up under our, go to our website, check out our tiers. Go do it that way. Your cheapest version is plopping down the $300.
Yeah. It looks like it. Sounds
If you
like
do
it.
the $35 a month, it's $420 or $405 a year.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, though.
It ain't gonna work, is it?
I think it might.
No, I think what I'll do is
It doesn't cost you anything to try.
I'll get the big spenders to plop down the 300, and it'll work, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So Jackson County Fair through Saturday every night till 10 o'clock. We have our booth staffed every minute of the fair.
Yep.
A lot of them close up. Our volunteers have stepped up to sign up genius.
Yeah, no office hours this week.
No, the office is closed. You
But
got to
come down to the fair.
come to the fair. Free parking, but you got to pay to get in unless you're like Veterans Day or Senior Day or
Yeah.
whatever day it is. And I don't know what days or what. Today's Senior Day.
You'd probably sneak in and jump over a fence if you wanted.
I did when I was a teenager. We crossed the river. We crossed the Grand River.
Yeah, like Washington did on the Potomac. Or
We
whatever.
walked around the fair with wet shoes. Squish,
That sounds terrible. I don't think I'd even want to be at the fair like that. Anyways.
All right, we're out of here.
Yeah, we're
Thanks,
out of here, guys.
Next week, back in the studio.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I don't know who the guest
no
is.
plans. All
Maybe
right.
it'll be these fine people right here. Will be our
Maybe.
guests.
Kofi.com/STTP pod if you want to donate to the show. Thanks for stopping by. Follow the stream. Or like the stream, follow the channel. And we're out of here.
Bye, guys.
And see you later. Bye-bye.